But back to California.
Oh.
Your state made an uh-oh.
Uh-huh.
A big uh-oh. Your attorney general, to be precise.
And we will pay for that.
CBS 13 reports now.
For now, though, developing tonight, the state of California under fire after posting a list of every person with a permit to carry a concealed gun, including their names, addresses, and phone numbers. The list included celebrities, judges, even victims of domestic violence.
CBS 13's Laura Hafley is live outside the Department of Justice with the concerns many gun owners are raising now. Laura.
Well, this goes way beyond a simple filing error. The AG's office releasing a list of names, birthdays, gender, race, and home addresses of every single person in the state of California with a concealed carry weapons permit. This all happened last night after the AG released a website in the effort to be more transparent when it comes to gun safety. The website had in it firearm safety information, records.
How do you... Never mind. I'll let her finish.
And a link to a portal of concealed carry permit holders. Except when you clicked on that portal, thousands of columns came up with all of that personal information included that I just mentioned. Now, that website has since been taken down, but too late. Victims already saw it. One who spoke to us about the danger this has put his family in.
Even most of my family members do not know that I have a concealed weapons permit. I have a good reason to get it. I got it because my spouse was being stalked by a violent abuser, and we went through a lot of a process to get that many years ago to provide us some peace of mind. So what's happened here is just a terrible thing for the citizens.
All right, I promised myself I wouldn't, but I can't help it. Why is my man dressed like a high school sophomore? Like, run it back. Run it back. This is not the freshman. This is not the freshman fit. This is the sophomore fit, you know.
Yeah.
I figured out myself. I got a little bit more.
Do not know that I have a concealed weapons permit. I have a good reason to get it.
There's a little bit of style,
I got it because
right.
But not
my spouse
too
was being
much.
stalked by
Right,
a
he got
violent abuser,
Reeboks.
and
They're not like a specific player, but they're nice.
To provide us some
Got
peace of
himself a
mind.
G-Shock.
So
you know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say, I think I had that.
It's just a terrible thing for the citizens, and really, it's really terrible that the Attorney General hasn't stood up and apologized to the victims of this release.
I want to read to you a part of what was said on that initial website release by the AG's office. It says the DOJ seeks to balance its duties to provide gun violence and firearms data to support research efforts while protecting the personal identifying information in the data they collect. We did reach out to the AG to ask what happened. Here's what the AG's response was. Any unauthorized release of personal information is unacceptable. We are working swiftly to address the situation and will provide additional information as soon as possible. Coming up tonight at 6, we spoke to a legal expert about what this...
All right, you're done. So way to go, dude. Like who do you complain to when you're doxxed by the AG?
Yeah. I'm not a legal expert, but I would assume that these names should go and class action, suing, go to the Superior Court. First off, go to your local representative. So Assembly and State Senate, because that's what we have. We have an Assembly and a State Senate, and say, hey, I'm a victim of this, and this violates my rights, which is true. It violates your rights, and and keep complaining to them until they do something.
You want to hear the plot? You want to hear the plot twist?
I love plot twists.
You're not allowed to have a list like that.
Bum, bum, bum.
The NRA has been lobbying against that for decades. We've been trying to get something like this, but the NRA has blocked it. They weren't even supposed to have that list, and they put that list out there.
So,
because that
who got the list?
who made the list?
Who got the list?
Why is there a list if you're not supposed to have a list? And because there's not supposed to be any digital, like everything's supposed to be on paper. There's not
Right.
supposed to be a digital footprint anywhere, because it could be hacked and accessed, and that could lead to people know, like, because that's the main thing about having a gun. The first weapon is the people don't know you have it.
Right.
But if everyone knows, like, oh, well, it says here that he's got 2 handguns, so when I go rob his ass, I know he's only got 2 guns. I'll just get him by the, you know what I mean? Like, you can't remove people's element of surprise and then be like, oh, my bad. Well, no, that could have been my livelihood or my life.
Right.
Way to go,
So,
California.
I think the first thing is that our AG should resign. I think it's if it happened under his watch, he needs to go, regardless of if he did it himself or if he was in charge of somebody who did it, because these are sensitive materials.
Very.
And people can get hurt because of this. So he needs to resign, and it needs to be investigated, and somebody needs to go to jail for that. I think that is entirely wrong and disgraceful.